A Case for Change, Action Research of a School-Wide Transformation from a Library to a Learning Commons and Makerspace. How using a makerspace can help with literacy. Makerspaces are a relatively new learning approach that are slowly making their way into schools. However, with little research as to their efficacy, especially in relation to students with disabilities, their adoption is slow going. Research indicates that students with disabilities can benefit from hands-on learning. Makerspaces epitomize hands-on learning, yet schools are still reluctant to implement them for their students. As a classroom teacher of 10 years, I know the impact a makerspace has had on my own students. Now that I am moving into a role as a digital library and instructional technology specialist, I have the opportunity to transform the school library into a learning commons and makerspace. Through my years in education, I was able to inspire colleagues in my school and district with my makerspace education. However, being able to collaborate with an entire school in the makerspace and document my work around students with special needs may lead to opportunities for having the research published or further study from experts in the field. Makerspaces are vital to creativity, problem-solving, real-world skills, and literacy that students need, especially those with disabilities. Through this action research study, my goal is that schools across the country will understand the potential it has to help all learners. How can maker education improve literacy skills for students with learning disabilities? That is what my action research study will aim to find out. Classes will meet with me weekly in the Learning Commons to create, research, and learn using the makerspace. Projects will be hands-on and connect with content and literacy standards. Students will be given benchmark tests every quarter using STAR and MAPS. Benchmark scores will then be analyzed each quarter for growth and compared to the previous year's scores to see if there is an improvement in literacy for all students. Although most students have a control group or limited size, I want to make sure that all students have the same opportunity to increase their learning. Because I will be working with the teachers to collect data, the large size will be manageable, and I can also analyze how the makerspace compares between the grade levels. The makerspace is not just for literacy, but the main focus of the school will be working on is literacy, so it seems like a good point to start at. Eventually, I would like to expand the research to include problem-solving and collaboration skills, and how growth for GT students compares in the makerspace to students with learning disabilities. No matter what the approach, I'm excited to see what effect makerspaces can have on my students.